Alright, we're going to continue adding and multiplying and simplifying radicals. This should be the last video. Alright, with this one we can't combine these because they're not like terms, so we're going to go ahead and distribute this outside term, and we're going to get 2 radical b times 3 radical ab cubed minus 2 radical b times 4b radical a. And when we multiply this, the 2 and the 3 are on the outside of their respective radicals, so 2 times 3 is 6. And inside the radicals, we got to put this part and this, so that's ab to the 4th. Minus, and we got to multiply the outsides. 2 times 4b is 8b. And inside the radicals, we have ab. And the reason why I put the a in front of the b is because we tend to write variables in alphabetical order. So now you ask yourself, okay, are these terms alike? And no, they're not like terms. This one can be simplified further because you have 4 b's, which means you can make 2 pairs with no b's left over. So this is actually 6b squared radical a minus 8b radical ab. Now we still can't combine these because this one only has a and that one has ab. Another reason why we can't combine them is because this one is 6b squared and this one is just ab. So the outside are not like terms and the inside are not like terms. Alright, so don't get confused. Make sure you can tell them apart. Ready, number 12. Radical 5b times 9 radical 5 plus radical 5. Now this is a case where the 2 inside terms are like terms and you can add them. Remember I told you that there's an understood 1 right there, so 9 plus 1 is 10. So this becomes radical 5b times 10 radical 5. Now this is now multiplication, and outside times outside, inside times inside. This one, the outside is a 1, so 1 times 10 is 10. And the inside is 5b times 5, which is 25b. And we know that 25 is 5 times 5. It gives us 2 5s, which comes out as 1. 10 times 5 is 50 radical b. Let's look at number 13. Radical 7 minus radical 7. This one's pretty easy. This is saying 1 minus 1, which is 0. Alright, this one you have a selection of 4 different terms. And amongst these 4 terms, this one and this one are like terms. So you end up adding the front. So 3 plus 9 is 12. And then this one and this one are like terms. 5 plus 6 is 11. And this is your final answer because you can't simplify those radicals anymore. Number 15. Radical 12 plus radical 12. In this one, you're adding. So you remember you got to focus on the outside numbers. 1 plus 1 gives you 2 radical 12. And then you have to simplify this. Comes 2. 2 times 3 times 2. And you have a pair of 2's which come out as a single 2. 2 times 2 is 4. So your final answer is 4 radical 3. Radical 48 plus radical 12 plus radical 27. Now when you look at these 3 terms, you say, well, they're not like terms, so we can't add them. But what you can do is simplify them. So here we go. Times 6, this becomes 2 times 3. This is 4 times 2. And this is 2 times 2. So this becomes radical. And we can make two pairs of 2's, which come out respectively like this. 2 times 2 is 4. So this is 4 radical 3. We bring down the plus sign. This one is 6 times 2. 2 times 3 becomes radical. A pair of 2's comes out, so you get 2 radical 3. Bring down the plus sign. A pair of 3's comes out, so this becomes 3 radical 3. And now you look at them and you say, oh, they're all like terms, so we just add them. Remember, when you add them, you're focusing on the front number. So 4 plus 2 is 6, plus 3 is 9. So your final answer is 9 radical 3. I'm going to need more paper for the next one. Alrighty. Here we go. 17, 2 radical 40 plus 7 radical 90. Oh, and by the way, if you ever catch my mistakes on video, just let me know. Sometimes I'm just working them out. Alright, when you look at these, you say, oh, they're not like terms, so we can't add them. But you need to simplify them. So here we go. 10 times 4, this becomes 2 times 5, 2 times 2. So we have 2 radical. We have a pair of 2's. So 2 times 2 is 4, radical 10. Check. Plus, here we go, 9 times 10. 2 times 5, 3 times 3. There's a 7 outside, so let's not forget. Alright, we have a pair of 3 that comes out. 7 times 3 is 21, radical 10. Looking good. Bring down the plus sign. Alright, this is 6 times 10, 2 times 3, 2 times 5. 5 outside. And we have a pair of 2's that can come out as a single 2. 5 times 2 is 10. And inside we have 3 times 5, which is 15. Alright, so here, don't get too excited, you know, and add everything. The only ones that are like terms are this one and this one. This is not a like term. So 4 plus 21 is 25. Radical 10 plus this odd duck over here. And so these two terms are your final answer. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope it helps you with